Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 1153. Guys, if you're following along on YouTube, please jump on over to the WODdoc.com. Check out all of our full-length videos. That's where we house them. What we're talking about today is two ways that you can kind of use self-decompression to minimize or reduce some irritated back or some back pain or irritated low back soreness, however you really want to go about it. Pain in the back, right? So what I want to get to is, you'll notice that I'm on my knees here. The first thing that is just kind of like a misnomer here, guys, or kind of a discretion, is if you currently have back pain, this makes that back pain worse, obviously stop it immediately. I always try to say that when anybody's doing especially stuff that affects the spine, right? Because it's an important part of your body. That being said, with that disclaimer out there, here's what I want to talk about today. When we talk about spinal decompression, there are a couple ways that we can do it to ourselves that help us relieve some back pain. I'm going to show you the easiest way first, and then I'll show you another way after that, okay? Now, so the first way that you could do this is just to get yourself into a position in which you're at 90-90, right? So what I mean by that is when we lay onto our back, all right, our feet are up, our hips are up at a 90-degree angle, and then our knees are then bent to 90 as well, so we can touch, the wall. Now with that, we're not trying to like hollow out or anything like that. We're actually just trying to relax all the muscles that are in our back. From right there, we're going to take both of our hands, we're going to place them onto our thighs, and we're going to do like these little push-ups, like this. Now, of course, this is very self-regulated. You're only going to push as hard as feels good. If it starts to feel additional pain, if it starts to increase those symptoms, you're going to immediately stop. But you're going to do this for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, right? When you get to 10, you're going to slowly let off. You're not going to pull your arms out real quick. It's a slow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a slow return. One more time. So you see how I'm going right down at where my hip goes into my torso here? I'm right at that joint, and I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to use that to lever off of, and you can see how my tricep contracts, and I just press down just a little bit. I'm just giving myself a little bit of pressure, and I can feel that start to relieve some of that stress on my spine. Now, a second way that you can go about and do that is from your knees itself, okay? So if I do the same thing, if you notice that my hips are already right at about 90 degrees when I'm kneeling in this position just like such. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place my hand on my thigh. I'm going to place my hand on my thigh. See how that raised my shoulders up? I'm just going to depress my shoulders just a little bit. Alright, but I'm going to try to relax through my stomach. I'm going to relax through my low back. So yes, there is tension in my shoulders, but there's not that much tension in my back. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold that same tension through my arms, and all I'm going to do is lean forward. I'm just going to go forward until I start to feel that pressure relieve off my back. So I press down, I lean forward, I have to relax. I come back. I'm going to use that same 10-second rule. Press down, lean forward, count to 10, come back slowly. This one's a little bit more difficult, all right? And it's sometimes difficult for people to relax their back, so they might not feel it as much. If you don't, go ahead and get onto the wall, do it that way. What we're going to try to do today is 5 sets of 10-second holds separated by 10-second rest. So 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 5 rounds of that. See how you feel, okay? Important to note that when you get up from that, that you get up slowly and be conservative when you do so. Questions, comments, please post them below. And guys, as always, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.